What's the most important thing when it comes to running? Agility? Endurance? Heart? No, you idiot, it's the shoes! And nobody knows that better than Sonic. He's been wearing shoes his whole life, at least in the canon. Sonic's worn a ton of different shoes, but which ones are the best? We're about to find out. While researching for this video that was such an original idea, I found out it wasn't. So in the spirit of not copying more informational, better made, better overall videos, we will only be talking about the shoes that I believe are the most iconic and recognizable. So no slow down boots, the funky Prime shoes, and I'll only be grading these shoes on how cool and iconic I think they are. We're gonna be talking about 4 Sonic shoes and ranking them from worst to best. And remember, this is all just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. It's okay to be wrong. So without further ado, let's go. Number 4. Okay, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. These things are ugly. Why are they so freaking big? They're like a cross between high-top fake Jordans and those fat-ass skate shoes from the early 2000s. You know, the brand where the fire guy would always be torturing the little water guy? What was with that? Was everyone who wore that brand a sadist? I guess you could say it's okay for them to be that big because Sonic's not really running in them, he's just riding on the extreme gear. But I don't know, I think these things look bad. I mean, the color scheme is there, which is nice, but these things are just weird. That's why they get the number 4 spot. Number 3. So Sonic was wearing some pretty tore up, nasty shoes throughout the entire first movie. It wasn't until What's-Her-Name's kid saw Sonic's nasty little piggies that she gave him the movie shoes. A random pair of shoes that can somehow withstand rolling around at the speed of sound that just so happened to be in the house. These shoes are pretty cool looking. Way better than what they were gonna look like, let alone what they'd be attached to.
It's hideous!
The movie shoes capture the look of the classics, but also add a real-life kind of look to them that give them their own signature style. My only real nitpick on them, where's the gold buckle? The buckle adds so much character to the shoe. Like, how could you not add that? It brings the entire movie series to a 0 out of 10 for me. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm even gonna go see the 3rd one now.
I'm Hot Topic.
Number 2. Didn't see that one coming from me, did ya? Yes, the soap shoes are in number 2. Fun fact, these are the only shoes in the video that actually existed. Yes, you could say the movie shoes actually existed, but I couldn't buy them, could you? So they might as well not even be real. Sonic's soap shoes were the product of a partnership between Sega and the defunct shoe company Soap, a company that made shoes that could grind on rails and ledges. And guess what Sonic did for the first time in Sonic Adventure 2? Even though for a really long time, these shoes were in only one game of the series, they've remained a fan favorite to this day. So much so that they have started showing up again, like in Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Farces. Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite game in the series, and my favorite game of all time, so the soaps have been one of my absolute favorites. But there's one thing about them that's kind of funny. The shoes look like this, but they look a little bit different after you get the light speed upgrade. The light shoes let you dash across a trail of rings, but also adds a visible change to the shoes themselves. It adds a little green light to the back of them. Once you get that upgrade, those green lights are on the shoes for the rest of the game. So if you play on the same file for years and years and years and years and years, you can't unsee that green light. So when it's not there, it just feels wrong. Bring back the green light, Sega. So if Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite game of all time, what shoes could be better than the ones that Sonic wears in the game? Maybe the ones he was wearing before he even put those shoes on. That made my stupid little kid brain think I could somehow unlock them, teasing me, taunting me every time I replayed the hero story. The shoes I thought somehow had magic powers because every time you got a speed up, the little icon would show them. Of course, I'm talking about number 1. The classics. How could you not choose these things? These things have been in so many Sonic games that they are easily the most recognizable. At first, they looked like weird little elf shoes or maybe even slippers. And what was missing from the first iteration of Sonic's shoes?
Still no
Gold buckles.
see.
Once you get to Sonic Adventure, the classic shoes took on their look that was called the hot dog shoes. They're still Sonic's classic shoes, just in 3D they start looking a little wienery. After the adventure games, the classic shoes gained their more modern shape. These things are the Sonic shoe. These things might be as recognizable as Mario's hat. Do you agree with my list? Probably not. But that's okay. Let me know your favorite Sonic shoes in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
No!